Good afternoon and welcome to another Beetle video. This 2007 Volkswagen Beetle convertible. And in this video I'm going to start addressing some of the MoT failures. So one of the failure points was a non-working side repeater, so I'll just put the right indicator on, and as you can see there, you can see that it's actually flashing. What it is, it's just covered. Is the light? I think the lens itself is actually damaged. So I was just hoping to cut away the offending piece of tape, but it's not going to be as simple as that, so let's get into it. So as you can see, it's actually working, but if I put some tape on it, that'll do until I can get a replacement door mirror. So I'll try putting some clear tape over it, and that might just sort that problem out. So with some clear tape over it, that should get it through an MOT, but this old door mirror definitely needs replacing. That'll be a post-MOT job, so it's one failure item ticked off the list. So one other problem is this seatbelt buckle not releasing. Now I've been doing a bit of a search and there seems to be different opinions, but what I'm going to try some WD on it, see if the mechanism is just gummed up, so you need to be careful. Just spray a bit of WD into the buckle mechanism, just work it in, see if that's going to release it. Because I thought I was going to have to take all this apart and trash it, but I may have to dismantle this entire buckle. But it should release. Now one possible cause of this is if something's actually jammed into it, because stuff can get into here, as you can see on this one. But just keep trying the WD trick. Nothing to lose, and it doesn't cost anything. But just carefully squeeze it. Just don't want it to get in places it doesn't, like on the upholstery. Unfortunately, getting this off may prove to be a little bit difficult, because this seat will have to come out. See, you can lift the seat up. Oops. Thought there's not much space in here. See, no. But I think this seat. There we go. And that makes the job. That might make the job a bit easier. So I can, as you can see, that's for the fuel pump. So access may be a bit easier. I can certainly release the buckle, get the entire buckle out, and then try dismantling the buckle. But what I'll do is I'll give that WD a bit longer to work and maybe get a bit more squirted in. Well, unfortunately, despite a much liberal dousings of WD-40, it's still not coming out. So I think something's jammed in there somewhere, and I really need to get this out and dismantle it. So I'll come back to that. It's now the next morning, so I'm going to tackle the bottom ball joint and on the track rod, and you can see it's been marked by the tester. So I think I best undo this track rod end first. Now, to undo the ball joint, you've got to undo the top nut, break the joint, and then undo the 313mm bolts. I think they're captive to the bottom arm, and I don't think you can tell on it. You can see it's been marked there by the tester. The other side's a lot worse, and I did actually see the test. I did actually watch the test at the time. It did show me how bad it was on the other side. So, and ideally, this drive shaft could do with coming out because there's not much room under there. So that's something I might consider. But first thing I'm going to do, track rod end off. I'll see if I can loosen this up. I've sprayed it all with penetrating fluid. No, not WD. Just get some. And the nut for the track rod end is 19mm. But I think I think it's the same for the track rod. Just no, it's not. So I'll see if I can loosen this. I should have got me more grips out, but never mind. Let's see. I really need to loosen this before I take the tracker end off. I'll just get out the proper tool in the first place. No, I'll stop the video and I'll get this lock nut loosened. I managed to loosen it off, but the lock nut is rusted on the track rod. But at least we can get this off. So first thing I need to do is undo this nut. 19mm. Maybe I should have brought a socket or one of the ratcheting spanners. But doesn't take too long. Just move it back and forth just to make it a bit easier. Spray some penetrating fluid. And unfortunately I've ended up breaking the joint on the taper. Which complicates this job a bit more. Let's see if I can. So yeah, the whole thing's turned around. You can see Whitefield, the dust cover's torn. So I think I'm just going to have to get medieval with the grinder. So I've got my safeties on, got the grinder with a guard. So it should be a simple matter. Cutting this off. I just need to make a slight adjustment to the guard so I can, I might be able to get it from there. Remember, safety is important. Yep, should be able to get to it from there. And we're plugged in with power. Definitely power to the extension. No power. There we go. As simple as that. A little bit of care, and it can all be done safely. So just cut the nut off, and off it comes. And I'll get my new track rod end, and I hope it's the same. So I should have brought a knife with me, but never mind. That's not it. I thought that was a track rod in, but it obviously wasn't. A ball joint. Feels like a ball joint. Go through all these. The ball joint. What time have I've ended up with 3 ball joints. Right, last one, isn't it? So there's our new ball joint and track rod end. Got ball joints on the brain here. So just compare it to the old one. Yeah, they're pretty much the same here. So I'll just count the number of turns. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and it's off. So what I'll do is I'll get some penetrating fluid on there, and I might just try whiz that off, whiz that lock nut off. I'll get that loose and it'll help the alignment guy, make the alignment guy's job easy, because either way, even if I get this alignment approximately right, it's going to have to be checked, because I'm replacing ball joint, so alignment will have to get rechecked. So that's what 21. I don't have a 21-inch socket. So yeah, I probably do. So I have a 21-inch socket. I should be able to whiz that off. So I've got a 21-inch socket. I'm going to wrap a bit of electrical tape around here to mark the position. Just gets the alignment approximately right. Or maybe not, this stuff's not sticking. Just pull that end off. I suspect this might have been a bad idea, but never mind. Right, so hopefully with the base I should be able to, so it's deep enough. No. So that's not happening. Don't think I have a deep 21mm socket, so I'll just go ahead and refit the ball joint. Not ball joint. That's the second time I said that. Track rod end. Before I do, give it one last douse of penetrating spray. Let's have a look. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16 and 3/4. So it was approximately the same. Just get this in about the right spot. So it should turn freely. Should the track rod end? It's just a ball and a socket at the other end. But we'll worry about that later, and we'll move on to the bottom ball joint. So I'm going to try and get these bolts off first. Now, while I was rummaging through the boxes, I did notice that they are actually captive nut plates. So it should be a matter of just whizzing these bolts out and it's free from the suspension arm. So let's have a look if we've got a suitable socket. Series 13. So what I'll do, I'll just crack them off with the spanner, see how we go. No, so if you get me small impact. Definitely, yeah, I can get him with the small impact. I won't get him with the beast, that's not happening. That's how, should we say, a bit drastic. So, should be able to whiz these off. So, yep, it's in the right place. Well, that's one. 2. And typical, it seems to have rounded off. So that job's a bit harder. Yep, it's rounded off. So it's made my job a little harder, and I don't think the new ball joints come with screws. And, actually they do, yeah, I'm just looking, yeah, they come with replacement screws, so I think we're looking at the angle, it's going to be angle grinder time again, unless I can think of something else. I might just try more grips. Nothing to lose except my sanity, and I've already lost that. I might just try it. No, right, I think it's going to be angle grinder time again. Oh, this is the realities of car repair. Right, I'm going to need an actual grinding disc, just grind all this flat, and then it should just come off. But before I do any of that, I'm going to try and get this top nut undone. Might be easier said than done. Unfortunately, this seems to be round enough as well. My spanner's slipping, so I wonder if it's an 18 on the ball joint. I'll try an 18mm spanner and I'll come back to you. Yep, it's an 18, not a 19. Unfortunately, I think this drive shaft's going to have to come out. So, it's going to be off with the hub nut. Because I'll go so far now, it's just come to a stop. I mean, the other thing I could do is just slice it through here with the grinder, but it's a bit awkward. So you're just going to get, probably only I'll get so far. And even if I break the ball joint, I'm going to be stuck. Yeah, I've just come up against the drive shaft. So I'm just going to have to whiz off the drive shaft nut and push it through, see if I can get a bit of wiggle room to get this ball joint nut off. So this has got to come off, and then I can just pull the upright forward and then extract the drive shaft. So I just need to grind this flat. So just a little bit more at this end. Let's have a look. And it's just a captive nut plate at the top. I'll just keep grinding a bit more and it should just come off. if I can knock it off. It's pretty much flush. Let's see if I can just knock this off. I know it's not the ideal tool, but not far now. Just have to get it from the other side. Yeah, I'm not too worried about wasting this captive nut plate. The ball joint kit comes with all new stuff. Get the I've got a tiny bit more to grind off, so I'll just keep on grinding. So to get it flush, it should just come off it. Right, I've got a bit of movement, so that's promising. So I just need a tad more grinding. And I think I've got it. Let's have a look. Yep, it's coming out. Let's have a look, use this old nut as a punch. And it's out.